So we may continue. With the preachings of Param Gurudev, Nitya Leela Bhavishnam Vishwapad Paramahamsa Ligacharya Stodasha Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Shashwatika Srila Prabhupada Gita. He speaks about the devotee's vision. So it is a little advanced topic, but some may understand something, some may be able to get some benefit from. But this was the preaching of our Sampradaya, or this is the preaching of our Sampradaya. And we hear the founder of Gaudiya Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. When we hear all, or many of his disciples, Acharyas, our Divine Master, Srila Bhakti, Vaibhav Goswami Maharaj, they were very determined and very clearly say the truth. So they did not come here for our enjoyment. They were sent by the Supreme Lord to this world to give the truth and to understand that this world is not meant for our enjoyment. Everything is meant for the enjoyment of Supreme Lord, Krishna. So there is one question devotee asked Srila Prabhupada. What is a pure devotee's mentality? And Srila Prabhupada says, a pure devotee's mentality, or a pure devotee sees nothing is meant for his own enjoyment. All animate and inanimate objects are meant for the Lord's service. Therefore, all our activities should be directed towards His unalloyed service. There's a sloka. Shastra states, Savupari vinimuktam dat paradvena niyamalam. Rishikeshari shikena sivana bhakti uchyate. Bhakti or devotional service means engaging all our senses in the service of the Lord. The Supreme Person of Godhead and the Master of all the senses. When the Spirit Soul renders service under the Supreme, there are two side effects. One is freed from all material designations, and one's senses are purified simply by being employed in the service of the Lord. Can somebody follow? Thus, it is high topic. In my early years, in the 70s, late 70s, 80s, it was not, nobody dared to read Srila Prabhupada speaking, Srila Prabhupada's teachings, because nobody could understand. So there was only on the beginning level, very beginning. There is no No, transcendental consciousness or spiritual consciousness has not been explained. Proper. Just the process. You should not follow, you should follow the principles. What are the 4 principles? Somebody remembers? Somebody got initiated? What are the 4 regulative principles?
Don't eating meat.
No meat, no egg,
No intoxication.
no fish.
No garlic, no onion.
Okay.
No intoxication. No hazard. And that last point I forgot.
What is no hazard?
Hazard?
No gambling.
No gambling.
Now the most difficult thing. What is this?
I cannot remember.
You should very much remember this. This is our most, our greatest attachment in this material world. No illicit sex.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't want, it is not a joke here. Not entertainment. This is something very serious. It's not something we are just talking. You have to practice, and in your practice, you have to take this serious, sincere. Illicit sex means outside of marriage. I can't go deeper, but our Guru Maharaj also said, you try to follow these principles and in the after some time you will be able to follow them. Because we are coming from the very low standard of understanding spiritual life. We have to include all these kind of enjoyments what we are running for in this material world. As long as we have anything we think we're missing in this material world, we have no chance to understand what is spiritual life, what to say of making our relation or building up our relation to Supreme Lord. There is not such a level that we enjoy, and he should also enjoy something. Or I give him some flower or something, but the rest of the day I will do my thing, This is the beginning, very beginning. Srila Prabhupada and the Rupa Goswami and the Goswamis and all the acharyas, they are strictly only chanting pure devotion of service. It's not a joke or some entertainment. Kirtan does not mean entertainment. Kirtan means this is the highest service. What means kirtan? Kirtan is speaking and hearing. So kirtan is by singing the name, the Lord, for His pleasure, not for my entertainment. Kirtan is harikatha, speaking harikatha, and hearing harikatha. So hearing and hearing is different things. We must try how we can do kirtan. how we can hear, how we can speak. Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Shikshastakam says, Trinadapi Sunijana, Tarodapi Sahishnuna Manina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadohari. We can do kirtan, speaking and hearing constantly, if we become more humble than a blade of grass. If we become more tolerant than a tree. If we are ready to give all living beings respect. What are living beings? Only humans? Only men? Male not? A female not? It was in a few hundred years ago, even in Europe, they did not accept. I spoke this once, and I got, it was in YouTube, and there was complaint, or there was a question, where is it said that women have no soul? But it was in the 14th, 15th century in French. They were not accepted as living beings with soul. And nowadays we think all what we eat here, all this, what we are killing, and they have no soul. They are walking meat, walking schnitzel. Yeah. But Mahaprabhu means all living beings. Living being means whoever has life, there is soul. There's also soul in the trees, in the mosquitoes, in the grass. Everything what is living, what is growing, the soul is there. So he gives respect. He has respect from nature, he gives respect to everyone. But in this material world, we are forced to kill. Because in Shastra is stated, this planet is called Meteorloka, planet of death. So death and birth going very fast here. We cannot avoid. If you just breathe, you're breathing so many living beings, and you walk on the street, you're killing unconsciously or consciously. There's one group, the giants, they have the musk. They have their lifelong corona. And they have some brush, and they're going on the streets and cleaning from insects or whatever, that they're not stepped, they are not killing them. Like this, they are fanatics. But it is, when Arjuna shows his universal form in the Bhagavad Gita, it is explained that in any moment, every moment, he is so many living beings or forms of this material world get destroyed, die. And so many new one comes out of him and take birth again. That is the universal form. So devotee who becomes conscious of this, he gives respect to all living entities. And the very important point, he is not demanding respect from others. This is a very deep desire of every living being. I want to be glorified. I am special. I know the truth, I know this, I am rich. Like this. Everything is based on the bodily conception. So, when a pure devotee wanders through the world, he is not seeing matter, and he is seeing only the soul. The soul you cannot kill. So every living being has a soul. So he uses everything in the service of the Lord. If a flower is offered and is picked from the garden and is offered to the Lord, this living being, this flower, gets immense benefit. He is getting connected with his source, where they're coming from. That's because we are using even whatever we offer, or whatever we see in material world, everything we see, we use in the service of the Lord. We offer to Him. In this way, the connection will come, and we will understand that actually this material world is not reality. It is temporary, illusory, imagination. So this we discussed in many speaks Srila Prabhupada. It says this is essential to understand. So all our service must target Him only. This is pure devotional service. Whatever is done in this material world for our personal satisfaction, it will keep us in this material world. It will not be able to understand what is transcendental, what is God, who is Krishna. So everything should be used in Krishna's service. But this is the most difficult thing. We don't want to give up anything in this material world. We want to hold on. Up to the death, we have to give it up. We must. Everything is gone. Nothing will happen again like this. Your body, all your members of family, all whatever exists, now it is gone forever. You will never be, they will not recognize you if you come again, and you will not know that you already have been here and did the same thing what they do now. And in this way it goes on, birth after birth. Except when all our service must target Him only, all our senses should be engaged in the service of the Master of the senses. All are servitors of Krishna. Therefore we shall not deprive them of their service. Let all of them offer their service to Krishna. Let us pray, may the Supreme Lord accept our service. If we use the bricks of our own house, then there will be problems. But if we use the bricks to build a temple for the Lord, we will be happy and blessed. So the proper use of inanimate objects is to engage them in the Lord's service. And if they are engaged in satisfying the living entities' senses, then we are misusing or exploiting them. So in other words, whatever we have, whatever exists, if we offer it as a service to the Supreme Lord, we will get free from this conception of this mundane, temporary life. On the other side, if we're misusing or exploiting them for our satisfaction, then it is a misusing or exploiting them, then we will not get any advancement or any understanding. The material nature will control us. The Maya illusion will be our master. It's a very simple principle. But practically, it's very difficult to give up. In the sense, we are not giving up, we're just giving it to the Lord. Because everything belongs to Him, everything is meant for Him. He's creating not for us, He's creating for Himself. So our duty is to give it back to Him, to serve Him with this, whatever is existing. Then we can become members of the transcendental world. And we don't have to experience birth, disease, old age, death. You're a young boy. You're not thinking that you will get old and you will die. I was not thinking like this. This was my biggest problem since childhood, that I calculated always what will happen after this. I can become everything in this world just by sacrificing so many things. But what? Then I have 100,000 other desires. So how can I fulfill it? I have to come so many times again and again to fulfill all these desires. But our real desire, you have to find out what is my real desire. I don't want to die. I don't want to get old. I don't want to be sick. And I also should understand I don't want to take birth, because birth means death. Everybody who takes birth, who manifests, whatever is a beginning has an end, natural. This is the law of this material world. We cannot escape. So there must be a way how to escape from this law. Something is temporary, there must also be something what is eternal. Everything is possible, but for us, we have no conception of what is eternal. Because we think of it, because we are just engaged with material topics, and nothing in this world what we can see, experience by our senses, eyes, ears, nose, taste, and touch, will exist, will be eternal. So we should direct our senses to serve Krishna. All objects are really the Lord's property. They are not meant for the pleasure of conditioned souls. It is wrong and misguided to think that everything we see has been created for us. Nothing is meant for our sensuous enjoyment. Everything should be properly adjusted for service to God. If all this world's inanimate objects are engaged in Hari's service, then their purpose is served. For example, these bamboos here, if they are used to arrange a stage for propagating Harikatha, then they have been properly utilized. We use these things for the service of Hari and his devotees. So all the Vaishnava's activities are aimed at pleasing the Supreme Lord, the spiritual master, and the other Vaishnavas. A true devotee does not do anything for his sensuous enjoyment. A pure devotee does not do anything for himself or his relatives. Whatever he does for the Absolute. He is always true to the Supreme Lord's service. So this is the death blow for materialistic attached people. But if we are sincere, if you really want to understand Krishna and spiritual life, if you really want to come to the place where there is no birth and death, disease or old age, we have to renounce this place or this condition where we are in now, where we have to go through all these up and downs, birth and death. There's no way to escape. We cannot go with all our desires to the transcendental world. We will not be allowed to enter. That's because there is giant Vijay. We have also outside we got from South India, giant Vijay, they say, you are not allowed to come. What does it mean? There are coming so many who have not understood anything to the temple. And giant Vijay did not say, you cannot come. What is the meaning? That the illusion we are guided from imagination. This is what is the hindrance that we cannot understand when we enter Vaikuntha, the plane where there's no limit. So you can come in and you see this is temple. You see a form of the Lord on the altar, but you have now realized that He's the Lord, is there. You're seeing just stone forms, nice dressed. And we will not see the pure devotees. We will not even see pure devotees when they appear before our eyes, because we are not qualified to see what is transcendental, what is spiritual, and what is material. So all these things we have to learn from our great acharyas who are teaching us this. And this is the Siddhanta, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his name, the end of knowledge, Bhakti Siddhanta. That we must not only on the mental or intellectual platform understand, we must live it. God is the only real thing. Nothing here in this world has reality. Everything is temporary. Is there any question? You have doubts that something is not, that the teaching of our line is not right.
So the living entity is completely depending actually on the pure devotees, to
This is what Prabhupada, what the Acharya is speaking. We are depending on the pure devotees, we are depending on Krishna. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is stated, either by the pure devotee or the pure Acharya or Guru, he can open the door, he can teach us. Why? Because he has seen the truth. He knows, he is living there. And that's also a second point. Then they say it is also possible through Krishna's mercy. Directly Krishna's mercy. But those who get mercy directly from the Lord, they are his pashadas, means they are his eternal associates. They are coming here. So they don't have to go through all this process. Krishna himself is caring for them. But externally they accept spiritual master. But actually Krishna personally cares for them. This is a very high understanding. We not have realized these things. So, but we can realize, under the guidance of a bona fide Acharya, Guru, or Sadhu, he can teach us and he can guide us to the spiritual plane. When we are sincere, we have always free will. Yes, I can do, I feel this is the way. Yes, there's everything logical, everything is explained. And by following the order, we will realize it. Without realization, we will not understand. We have to realize there exists, God is a reality. He is the only reality. But we have not so much faith in God. Otherwise we would not sit in this material world. We are atheists. We have more faith in money, in the family, in country, and all these things what we are thinking saves us. In doctor, in mama, papa. But our faith in God is not developed. We have no. So what is the difference between pure devotee and the beginners? The pure devotee has completely renounced the material plane. He has no taste, he has understood. Everything here has a beginning and an end. It cannot be real. This is no reality. What will happen upper? It's only speculation what they do. I may come in heaven or in hell or somewhere between. But this is speculation. Yes, it may be like this. But we even don't believe this. Because according to our acting, we go all to hell. The society outside, I don't speak about. Devotees are trying sincerely. There, if you become sincere, then we try to develop faith in the Guru, in the Shastra, and in the Sadhu. Did I answer your question, Madam? Is something more, a good argument? Please defeat me. Not me, the philosopher, Srila Prabhupada. It is not mine. I try to develop full faith in the words of the Veda and the Guru and Shastra. No solution, nobody has any solution for this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every one of us has desires. You also have desires. But we have to change our material desires and develop our spiritual desires.
This is the thing what we have just spoke. Whatever in this world, whatever we can see, what we can hear, whatever exists, it is not meant for our enjoyment, it is meant for His, because He has created it for Him. So if it goes like this, that we use it, we give it back to Him, then we will be one with Him. Then He is perfect. Then He performs His Leela. This is Leela. Service means Leela. And if you use it for our personal satisfaction, then we are bound by the illusion. Then we will never understand spiritual things. We cannot be connected with Krishna. We cannot go with and take everything what we have, all our desire we have here, and we go to Krishna now. Go with Baba, go with Leela. Radha Krishna Leela. This is illusion. It's very dangerous. Don't think like this. Don't think like this, because it will be very, very dangerous, and it will we will not, for many lifetimes, we will not understand. We want to go back to enjoy with Krishna. But we have to go back to please Him. This is the small, it comes to this point. We are doing everything to please Him. We are not want to go back to Krishna to enjoy there. This desire we have developed many, many lifetimes before. Now we are suffering in this material world. Because we want to be Krishna, we want to enjoy. We become envious and we don't believe Him, we want to kill Him. This is Hiranyakashipu in our head. He could not tolerate that someone is more powerful than himself. Then he saw the devotee, his son, Prahlad. He was protected. He wants to kill his son. This is in every living being, this Hiranyakashipu is sitting there. I want to be God. Where is this God? Show me, I will kill him. but this did not work. This is a reality. All these stories in Bhagavatam we have to understand in a proper way. Not only stories. All these things, they are in us. We have to just proper guidance we need to understand. So what is necessary? Sincerity, humility. We already said humility, sincerity. I really want to please him. As long as we are going to be the enjoyer in this world, we will not be able to get out of this circle of samsara, birth, disease, old age, death, again and again, in whatever living form you may take, even Brahma. Everything will be destroyed in the end. Everything what appears will be destroyed. But everything is resting in the Lord and in manifesting again from him. This is not a universal vision, this is an absolute vision. This universe is one of millions and millions and billions of universes, what we experience. Everybody of us lives in his own universe. And he decides what is right and what is wrong and what is this and what is that. He is the creator of his universe. He is Brahma. Everybody, it is said in Shastra, the beginning he is Brahma. He creates, then he identifies with his creation, and he gets covered by ajnana, ignorance. Now we are sitting here and thinking, I am a man, I am Austrian, I am this, I am that. This is illusion, Maya. With 1 second we can be freed from this. But this is not possible. We have, after so long time, so many births, we want in a few years we want to become free of all these things. We want to wake up again, but it is not working like this. One has to become very sincere and consciously, by realization, step by step, we again can enter the transcendental plane by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga. It's very simple and very complicated. Once Swami Maharaj, he was asked by disciples, Swami Maharaj, you said Bhakti Yoga is so easy to practice, kirtan and harikatha and nice food and then Swami Maharaj said to him, yes, to practice Bhakti Yoga is very easy. But to surrender to Krishna, to accept him as the doer, to accept him as the controller of everything, as the creator of everything. Nothing exists outside of him. This is very difficult. Then Swami Maharaj started crying because he went also through all these things we have to go through.
What are the symptoms of someone who is sincere?
He will never be disconnected from the Lord. He becomes a puppet in the Lord's hand. Now we are also puppets in Maya's hands. But he becomes a puppet of the will of the Lord. As he wants him, he acts accordingly. Without attachment in this world. He doesn't have to fight against anything in this world because he has left. It is not anything what is attracting him. Because he got higher taste. What it is symptoms, there are many symptoms. But when we reach on step by step to this, everything will be revealed to us. Now we speak about spiritual life, but we cannot really understand. We cannot really, because if we really would have faith and understanding it and realizing it, nobody of us would be here. Means I should stop. We should not judge who is a pure devotee and who is not a pure devotee. We are conditioned souls. But some think of themselves, we are realized souls. We know better. But one who thinks he's a realized soul, he is not a pure devotee. Because pure devotee never thinks he has understood anything. He's always depending on the Lord. This is one symptom. There are many symptoms. He is not afraid of death. He is already dead. What we call dead. Anyway, these things I don't know, I am not qualified to speak about. I should not speak about these things. Anything more to say? We can close here. What is in my mind now? No. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Brahm Gurudev, Nitya Leela Bhavishtam Vishupad, Paramahamsa Adhikacharya, Stodasha, Srimad, Bhakti, Siddhanta, Saraswati Goswami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev, Nitya Leela Bhavishtam Vishupad, Paramahamsa Adhikacharya, Stodasha, Srimad, Bhakti, Vaibhav Bhuri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. today is a parents' day of Bhakti, Buddha and Maharaj. So we have a few disciples. Manu is not here. Huh?
He's not here,
Gomohan. Yeah. So he has sent him to our temple. That's, so we ask for blessing from all the pure devotees. He may bless us that we can understand one time spiritual life. It's not an entertainment. So,